so often, the Sports Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to Sports Hangover. I'm Jeremy. That's Mike. Mike, thanks for being here. I thought I was going to do this alone for a while, but you showed up, so thanks for doing that.
I'm here, Jeremy. I'm excited. I'm ready. I don't know what's going on in the world, so you're going to really just download all the information for me, right?
I'm going to fill you in right now with Happening Now.
What a good segue.
All right, Mike, first of all, what's happening right now is daylight saving time is happening now. It's sunny. I love it.
It's usually always sunny here when I record, but for you to have sun, it's weird.
It's rare.
Very weird.
It looks like it's noon right now, but guess what? It's not noon. It's like 8 p.m.
Is it really?
It really is. Let the people believe what they want. All right, happening right now for real. NFL free agency is alive and kicking. One of the best times of the year for football fans. When you're not talking about the season, you're talking about the player transactions and the movement. The busy team right now, Mike, the Denver Broncos, they've signed DeMarcus Ware and TJ Ward, a couple big-name defenders to help Peyton Manning go after a Super Bowl.
But it also seems like they're kind of just letting a lot of guys walk away. Like, isn't Noshawn not even, like, he's testing out the market? Eric Decker's out there.
Yeah, Moreno and Decker are gone. They won't be back to Denver. But when you have Peyton Manning, you don't need Moreno and Decker. You need a defense. That's where they got failed so many times. The Seahawks scored, what, 50 points in the Super Bowl?
But, I mean, you also can say the offensive line of the Broncos wasn't that great either because Peyton did not look very comfortable back there.
It's true. You know, a Super Bowl a team has never lost the Super Bowl and come back to win it the next year. Peyton Manning will look to do that next year.
Yeah.
They'll be number one in the power rankings, I think, or right there with the Seahawks at 2.
Yeah, and Jeremy, any news about your Miami Dolphins? Anything good happening with them?
Yeah, we signed a lineman. We only need 3 more, but Brandon Albert, the top left tackle on the market, is now a Dolphin. They also signed a defensive tackle. They're moving in the right direction, which I like to see. Other active teams, the Browns, the Colts, the Raiders have all been spending money. The Buccaneers, Mike, do you see what's going on with Darrelle Revis?
I saw a few things. They're trying to trade him away, trying to get.
He's been released.
Okay, he's gone.
Revis had to be released at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, so he gone.
Wow.
And now they signed Josh McCown to be their quarterback. Lovie Smith said Josh McCown is going to be my guy.
So now was Josh McCown there when Lovie Smith was there?
He was in Chicago when Lovie was
there. Okay, all right.
Last year, McCown played really well. Lovie wasn't there, but he was there in previous years.
Okay, so that's a good mixture. So what happens to Mike Glennon? I thought he did really well.
That's a Schiano guy. Wherever Schiano ends up, I think Glennon's going to maybe back.
All right, so that's interesting. So the Bucs are really stepping it up. Do you think the Bucs will be better than your Dolphins this year?
No, but I think the Bucs and Dolphins will be better than they were last year, which is good news for the state of Florida. One final note on NFL free agency. This is going to be fast and furious over the next few days, so I don't want to get into too much. Yesterday, on Tuesday, the first day of NFL free agency, $1 billion in contracts were handed out.
That is a lot of money.
Isn't that too much?
Well, I mean, they keep raising the salary cap, so it feels like now everybody, a little inflation's going on where it's like, I'm going to give this lineman $97 million.
Isn't there a problem, though? Like, so many families of 4 can't afford to take their family to an NFL game with all the prices and the parking and everything. We talk about it, yet NFL teams can spend $1 billion in one day.
I mean, these guys are going out there risking their lives. Like, at any second, you could, like, snap your neck and be done.
I risk my life when I drive to work every day.
I know. Wait,
my work doesn't
who's the guy that's no longer Rashard Mendenhall?
26 years
walked
old.
away. He's just.
Well, here's the thing. That's a perfect example. He said he doesn't want to put his life on the line for entertainment. He wasn't doing it for entertainment. He was doing it for cash. He got $4 million every year.
I know, but he's doing it for a living. Now he has $4 million. He can go, open up a restaurant or do something. Now he's just going to live his life. Obviously, you'll probably hopefully get back somewhere in the NFL as like a coach or something. But
you would hope so. Listen, constant updates on our Twitter page at TSH Podcast as NFL free agency moves forward. Also happening right now, Tiger Woods has a bad back. So many of our viewers can relate to that. Bad backs are common.
Yeah, right? I've pulled my back many times, and it is.
Well, you're a little young for that.
I've pulled it twice where I could not move. I had to lay there in excruciating pain, and it is bad. I don't know what's wrong with it. Every once in a while, I'll get like a little like tingle of like, it could kind of happen. So I have to ease up a little, but it is not something to joke around about.
No, that's scary, man. It's something like over 50% of adults over 40 or 45 years old have recurring back issues. Well, very common.
Can I say this, though? To help my bad back, I've gone to a standing desk. I don't know if people have noticed lately.
Yeah, can you do a spin around for us? Can you do a spin?
I am at a standing desk. This helps my body. It helps me extend my life.
I don't get it.
All right.
Okay. So Tiger was struggling with a bad back. Some say that he will not win another major championship in his career. The way he's looking like an old man now. He's had the knee injuries. He's had the ACL injuries. Now it's the back. He's only 38 years old, yet he looks like an older guy out there. Is it possible he'll never win another big
Question,
tournament?
is he getting surgery, or is this just something where it's like he pulled a muscle?
No surgery, and it's not even a pulled muscle. We're just calling it back spasms right now, but he's missed so many short putts that I would laugh if you missed him. And he's been missing them because he can't even get over his ball
And I'm
properly
bad.
to putt.
I'm really bad.
He looks like an old man, and that's where people are finally starting to say, well, man, is this guy done? Yeah. Which is just a crazy thought.
And some of the guys out there playing are in their 60s, right? I mean, you can play this sport until...
Yeah, once you turn 50, you move on to the Champions Tour, or the Old Man Tour, as they call it. So he's still 10 or 12 years away from that. But the other thing is all these young guys are coming up, and they're not afraid of Tiger. There's no reason to be afraid of him. A kid won this past week, 23 years old. He has 3 wins in the last 7 months. Tiger has no wins.
What's that guy's name?
Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed. So he's come...
And he's not afraid to tell you. He is a confident motherfucker. All right. Jordan Spieth, another young guy. All right, finally happening right now. I got the news on behind me, Mike. This plane thing is freaking me out. I fly a lot.
You do. And this is weird because last week, suddenly, it was last Saturday, right? Saturday, Friday night. Yeah. All of a sudden, a plane just disappears. So, we don't know where it went. We can't find it. They've been searching for it. And today, we're recording this on Wednesday. Still no real evidence, little theories here and there, UFOs. Sure. Maybe it was a terrorist, blew up in the air. I don't know what happened, but I feel like I can find you, with your phone. There's something inside where I can I can find out where Jeremy is right now. They can't find a plane that was filled with 239 people.
It's unbelievable. It's scary. It's in this day and age with the technology, like you said, how does this happen? Everyone has an iPhone or a cell phone of some sort. The plane has millions of dollars of technology on it. How do you just lose track of it? And it seems to me the Malaysian government is botching this operation looking for the thing. They don't have the money or the wherewithal to figure out where this plane is. They said it's in this sea. It might be looking in the wrong ocean. Wrong ocean. How can you be so far off?
It seems weird that little transponder, it went off. And why would they all of a sudden divert courses? Something had to be going on the plane, or maybe a UFO was out there and they just, I don't know.
We understand this isn't sports. We're going to move on. But I'm a big-time conspiracy theorist, and I don't believe anything that they're telling you. I think something else happened. This plane could be somewhere, landed safely, and these people running around, maybe lost. They're on an island somewhere.
So is that your theory? They've landed in the water somewhere and now are on an island doing Lost? Yeah,
and hey, let's give the people hope with all their family members missing. Let's give them hope they're still out there somewhere, right? Jack and Kate got home, so can we. All right. What's next, Mike?
We're going to do a little this or that.
All right.
Let's go.
I like it. This or that. You know how to play. You've been doing it long enough. NFL free agency. We're going to stick with the theme. Yeah. 2 guys still out there as of recording time. 2 big-time pass rushers, Jared Allen and Julius Peppers. Okay. This or that. Which one would you rather have on your team?
Now, can you give me age ranges? How old is Jared Allen? How old is
Jared Allen is 31. Julius Peppers, I want to say, don't have it in front of me, 29 to 30.
Okay.
Jared Allen is a mean man.
I mean, they're both pretty big dudes, but it seems like they're on the back end of their career.
Yeah, that's why they both got released.
Now, do we know any contract? I mean, this. I'm really trying to figure it out here, Jeremy. Money issues. I mean, how much do they have to buy out their contract if they want them?
Nope, they're both free agents. They're both out there. You have the money. You have the years. You can pick.
What is the going rate for their positions? Whoa, Jeremy. It was that NFL call and dropping the line. What? All right, I would go with Julius Peppers, I guess.
Oh, you won that round. I agree with you. I think Julius Peppers is the guy. Jared Allen, his motor has slowed down quite a bit in recent years. I'm not buying what Jared Allen still has going on. I would go with Julius Peppers.
As you're talking right now, they're actually showing the plane fly behind you.
That's pretty good work out of me, right?
Pretty good.
Just a few minutes late. All right, our next issue to that, so I agree with you on Peppers. How would you build your NFL franchise that you own? Because you just signed Julius Peppers. Would you build it via free agency or other avenues, whether that's the draft or trades or any other way?
Jeremy, I think I have to take the middle road on this. I don't think you can just build it from All right, fine. All right. If I had a lot of money, I would do free agencies because then you're getting the best of the best. But doing draft style, you save a lot of money. You kind of become like the Seattle Seahawks and just scoop up all these cheap guys, paying a Super Bowl champion $400,000 a year, a rookie, and I mean that's the way. I don't know, Jeremy. I'm on the fence here, but I would go free agency.
All right, I disagree with you. I go the other way. Free agency is where you throw all your money. We see the Dolphins throwing money at a bunch of guys. I'd rather do what the Seahawks did. It works. You bring these cheaper guys up. You raise them in your own system. You coach them the way you want to coach.
But what if you're the Broncos and need to win now?
That's different. But you're not the Broncos. I didn't say you. But
I mean, what if I'm the Broncos? What if
the Broncos are doing it the right way because they have a small window, right? Peyton Manning has 2 years max. Yeah. 1 year, most at his prime star. What he did this year. To continue, you got to build that defense. So I like what the Broncos are doing. In general, I'd rather go through other avenues.
Okay, I like it.
Our next this or that. It's a this or that.
This or that.
You have 3 choices.
All right. Give them to me.
All right. Most dysfunctional NFL franchise: the Browns, the Dolphins, or the Bucks. They all have their own issues. By the way, just to fill you in before you answer,
give me a little.
The Browns today. When their GM walked out for a press conference, there was a whiteboard behind him in the room. Names of possible free agents that they want were on the whiteboard, exposed to the media. That just shows you what the Browns are going through. The Dolphins, the bullying scandal, that was nasty. And then the Bucks traded for Darrelle Revis, gave up a first-round pick for him, then released him after 1 season, and just a debacle. So who do you say?
Jeremy, I mean, the Browns are the worst. I mean, just you saying that makes it even worse. Like, didn't they release their head coach, their GM? They released everybody possibly that could make any kind of...
Like a month after the Super Bowl, after all the good coaches were already hired and everything.
So they're shit out of luck. And I feel like they have a lot of talent on their team, but now it's going to go to waste. And the Browns fans are going to have another pathetic year.
I agree with you. The Bucks and Dolphins are pathetic, and they're trying to work their way back up. Like I said, I think they'll be better next year. The Browns, they're going nowhere fast. Unless they can get Johnny Manziel, who I think would be a good fit in Cleveland to go with Josh Gordon, I say it's the Browns.
The Browns, they're not good. All right.
That was this.
Let's play a little Guess That Tweet.
Let's play.
All right. Mike, the roles are reversed.
I know. I like it. Feels good.
So I have a tweet from you. And let's just say it's not multiple choice because I didn't prepare.
Oh, Jeremy, you got to do the multiple choice. That's the name of the game.
I'll do multiple choice.
All right.
Multiple choice. Here's the tweet. I'll just come up with it. This is live. I love it. All right. Here's the tweet. Wow. Unbelievable. Shocked and disappointed on everything that's gone on this offseason. All right? Mm-hmm. I'll read it again after I give you the choices. Let me think of the choices. Okay.
Just you can give me like 2 choices or 3 if you want.
You would want it to be easier than normal, but it's not.
Okay. All right. Okay. Give them to me.
Is it A, Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons, B, Tom Brady of the New England Patriots, C, Jimmy Graham of the New Orleans Saints, or D, Colin Kaepernick of San Francisco?
Let me hear the tweet again.
Wow, unbelievable. Shocked and disappointed on everything that's gone on this offseason.
Okay, now the choices again? Could you remember those?
You really tested me. In no particular order. Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, Jimmy Graham, and Colin Kaepernick.
Where did the most happen? I feel like I want to say Colin Kaepernick because he would be an active tweeter. And Jimmy Graham, like wow, he didn't get paid enough. Tom Brady, him and Giselle are on an island somewhere.
He's not tweeting.
And Matt Ryan, I mean, he's on a bad team. I'm gonna go with Colin.
Colin Kaepernick. What's he got to be disappointed about? The 49ers are in good shape. It's not Kaepernick. It's not Brady. He doesn't.
Ryan?
That was a bad option by me. It's not Matt Ryan. It was Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, what's going on?
Because Jimmy Graham found out on Twitter that Sproles would be released or traded, and that is when this tweet came through after he got franchised. The Saints saved that money and signed a big-name safety, Jarvis Byrd. Okay. Doesn't really help Jimmy Graham,
Not at all.
So in the role reversal there, you didn't do so well. It's a little harder than you thought.
It's definitely hard, especially when you don't know who you're going to pick. But it's a hard game, Jeremy.
It's a hard game. You got to give me more credit.
I know. Right? Do you have any more? Is this good?
Oh, I do have one more. All right. This is not. I'm glad you're pushing me along here. This is great. So this is a tweet that is just a bizarre tweet. We're not going to guess it.
No multiple choice. It's just a tweet.
I'm going to read the tweet, and then I'll tell you who tweeted it. This is a real tweet from a real person. I don't believe there would be a football season next year unless we're going to a new planet Earth.
Okay.
This is a real tweet. I'll read it again. I don't believe there would be a football season next year unless we're going to a new planet Earth. Now, you're going to laugh at this when I tell you who it is. Remember I told you a story last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, about the guy who was in the airport for 3 days and he wouldn't leave the airport? Yes. That's who tweeted it. Adam Muma is his name. He's at _lucrative on Twitter, which he's not going to be lucrative at all. So this guy, we talked about it being crazy. And it's
what college school did he play at?
A small school like Montana or Montana State.
Did people not realize that he's like insane?
I think he's gone insane since like graduation. Maybe he lost his core of advisors or something. But Adam Muma doesn't believe there will be a football season next year after spending 3 days in the airport.
Let's go to one for the Honeys. All right, Jeremy. I will do the first one for the Honey. I know we both have. We have a one for the Honeys. So I saw this article today, and it said the NFL made EA Sports take the ambulance out of Madden. So like in the first iterations of the game, there used to be an ambulance that came out, and they were just on stretchers, not moving. So they said here, in quotes, they did not want to see a player strapped to a backboard motionless, says the second producer. That was a hard restriction given to us in the mid-2000s. If a guy was carted off the field, he had to be moving, not paralyzed.
Wow. That's, I guess, on one hand, the NFL, it's an NFL-branded game, so the NFL should have some control over what's in it. At the other time, guys get carted off the field all the time, and they don't get to put their hand up if they are seriously injured. So you want to be lifelike. I wouldn't want to try to manipulate.
But they have taken out the ambulance now they just put up like an injury report, like, oh yeah, you're just taken off the field, and
which I don't need to see an ambulance take. I get so pissed off in Madden when someone gets hurt, by the way. Why are there injuries in Madden? Like, you're playing a franchise, and you're the Patriots, and week Tom Brady gets hurt. What am I going to do, continue the franchise without him? No, I'm not going to save it. So let's talk about the injuries being stupid.
The injuries are stupid, but again, like you said, it needs to be real.
Yeah. All right, I got one for the Honeys as well. It. We'll close on this. Rick Riley is going to stop writing columns for ESPN.com. You know, I really hate the guy. He's a real loser of a human.
Is this like a personal attack to it?
Most of my things are personal, yeah. But I think he's a terrible writer. I think he's terrible on ESPN. He's going to start getting more airtime on ESPN, but at least those of us that visit ESPN.com will not have to be subjected to his columns any longer. His last column is coming in June. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, I do have a thought about, not about personally attacking him, but I did notice that ESPN said they're going to have a ESPN that's a no bullshit channel where it's like Bill Simmons is kind of running this like it's called Exit 31. Do you know anything about this?
No. Where did you hear about it?
It's from ESPN. This is a press release. They said it's the focus on expanding creative storytelling beyond traditional content areas. ESPN is forming Exit 31, the group, whose name refers to the exit off Interstate 85, which leads to ESPN Bristol's headquarters. This is going to be, it's just going to be straight up like Grantland on TV.
On TV. So it's going to be a real channel? Is it going to be a digital channel?
I think it's going to be a real channel. I'm not really sure, but it's going to be, I mean, Bill Simmons is kind of like in charge of it. So
it's interesting. Yeah. ESPN pushing a lot of different initiatives, and I like that they're investing in smart people, not dumb people, Simmons versus Riley. One of the other initiatives is a 538 blog from Nate Silver, the New York Times writer who crunches all the numbers and statistics. He's coming out with a whole, just like Grantland is like a website off of ESPN.com, he's going to have a whole website dedicated to stats and numbers. And
help us win some
polling,
games.
Which is, I like that. There you go. So I like the smart stuff. The Rick Riley stuff can just go
So where do you think, is Rick Riley going to land anywhere, or is he...
Unfortunately, he's going to do more TV stuff because nothing else to do. And the thing is, ESPN signed him to a massive contract. Like they overpaid.
He's still going to be at ESPN, just not. He's no longer going to be writing.
No longer writing. They took the pen away from the writer, which is never a good sign. But we'll see him on TV. Eventually, I think he'll be off the network entirely. But that's one for the honeys right there.
If you want to check us out, go to thesportshangover.com or on youtube.com/thesportshangover. And again, if you'd like to support our show will always be free, but if you'd like to support us, go to patreon.com/thesportshangover. And if we don't get molested, arrested, or abused, we'll be back next week.